Happy morning, children. Have a nice day. Welcome you all for social class. Okay, fine. In the last session, we have learnt about your history. First chapter, that is how, when, and where. So, what and all you people learned from that chapter, children? Yes, exactly. How dates are very much important in history. If we just remember history, we'll start remembering, history is a synonymous for dates. That and all we have learned. And according to James Mill, how we have divided Indian history in the three ways we have divided, that is based on the religion, that is Hindu, Muslim, and British. And they thought that, according to James Mill, they thought that the European people are more civilized than Asian people. So that's the reason what they thought. India can be civilized or more developed or progressed only when the British rule came to India. With the help of British, only the India can be progressed. And then we can see that again history has been divided into three ways, that is based on the age, periods, that is, yes children, ancient history, and then yes, medieval history, and the modern history. And the modern history again we started to call it as a colonial period. At modern period again we started to call it as a colonial period, because that time only the British were ruling India. Okay. In today's class, let's just go ahead with the continuation version, children. Okay. See here. We are going to see the sources of writing history. So we understood that the British historians were writing Indian history. So based on how they were writing the history, the administration of, yes, the generals, Governor General's administration only they were considering, and they were writing the Indian history. So what are the sources they were using? See, the sources of writing history we will be seeing today, and then what official records do not tell, that we'll be seeing, and we'll go for recapitulation. Very small concept we are going to learn today. Yes, children, let's move forward. See here, sources of writing history. So we understood that the majority or the maximum history, the Indian history, wrote by the British historians. Yes or no, children? So once they started to write the history, how they were writing, what are the sources they were using? Sources means where and all they used to get the information. So that and all we will be seeing today. Okay. And what happens here? They were considering the Governor Generals, as their major point, and then they were writing the history. Okay. So hope you all understood the last concept, that is the colonial administration and how we have divided the history, everything. So today we'll see the same way what are the sources of writing history, how the British historians wrote history based on this sources. Okay, let's see children. Sources that historians use in writing about last 250 years on Indian history includes, see here. So from the last 250 years, whatever the history we were writing, that is, we can see Indian history includes the sources. See here, official records of the British administration, the major thing that is. So what happened? The British people thought that writing is a very important task. Okay, see here children. For British, the act of writing was crucial. Just remember, this is very much important. For British, the act of writing was important, crucial. Okay, children. So every plan, policy, agreement was in writing. So that's the reason. So they thought that writing, the act of writing was very much important. So that is the reason they started to maintain all the plans, all the policies, or whatever the agreements they had. everything they started to write. They were, they was in writing. Okay. This led to administrative culture of memos, noting and reports. So that's the reason what happened. It led to the administrative culture. They started to manage or maintain the administrative culture of memos, sending the memos, notices and the reports. Guys, you people understood, right? British people thought that act of writing was important, that is crucial. Okay, children, see here you can see the one of the example for that. All the things, all the notices, all the policies, all the plans or whatever the agreements, everything they were maintaining in a writing. Okay, and the next we can see that the sources of writing history, the continuation version. See here. British also kept all the documents preserved in the record room which was attached to all administrative institutions. So here what happens? So they understood that writing is one of the important tasks, or it is one of the important act. So once they understood all those things, they started to maintain all the records in writing. It may be an agreement, it may be a policies, it may be any, whatever the documents they were doing, everything they started to maintain in a written format or writing. So what happens that time? Once they are maintaining that records, memos or the whatever the reports, they have to preserve those things for the future use or for the future studies or the debates they used to have, because based on that, if any changes they have to do, they can go ahead. Or if they want to have any debates, that will be very much useful. So that is the reason what happened. The British people, whatever the, the documents they were maintaining, all those documents, they started to preserve it. Okay, so they started to preserve those records in the record room. They started to set up the record room which was attached to all the administrative institutions. To all the administrative institutions, it may be to the, yes, taluk office, that is the Tahsildar's office, or it may be collectorate office, or it may be, the commissioner office, and then even in a law courts, everywhere, all the administrative offices, they started to attach the record room. Guys, you people understood, right? The British people thought an act of writing was very much important or crucial. So that is the reason they started to write all the policies or all the plans or all the agreements, whatever they were doing. Okay, so that's the reason what happened. They started to preserve those documents, whatever the documents they started to write. They started to preserve those documents. So how they were preserving? They started to attach the record rooms to all the administrative institutions or the offices. Okay, like it may be Tahsildar office, or it may be collectorate office, or it may be a commissioner office. Okay, or it may be a law courts, everywhere. All the administrative offices or the institutions, they attach these record rooms. So the record room helps them to, yes, maintain or preserve the documents which has been prepared. Okay. So how they were writing these records? See here. Moreover, these documents were written by calligraphists who specialized in the art of beautiful writing. So how they were maintaining, children? So they were maintaining all the records or all the documents, they were maintaining through writing only. And then they used to preserve that. But how would that writing should be? Yes, they used to maintain those documents. That has to be written by only the calligraphist. What is the meaning of calligraphy? It is an art of writing beautifully. Okay, beautiful writing. That will be called as a calligraphy. So this in detail you can study in your 10th standard. There is a chapter called, the printing culture. There you can study detail about this calligraphy and how it has introduced, how the printing culture came to India, that and all we can see in detail. Okay children. So here you people understood, right? So the British people, they thought, yes, writing is a very much important act, and they started to write all their plans, policies, documents, everything. And those things, they started, all those documents, they started to preserve it. So how they were preserving? They started to attach the record room for all the administrative institutions. So what are those administrative institutions? It may be a Tahsildar's office, it may be a collectorate office, or it may be a commissioner's office. Everywhere, all the administrative offices, they started to attach this record books. So how they were maintaining those documents? Yes, those documents were written by calligraphists. Okay, calligraphy means it is an art of writing beautifully. Okay, so the calligraphist means a person who is specialized in the art of beautiful writing. Okay children, hope you all understood this. Yes, let's just move on to the next one. So here we can see that, so to preserve all those things, along with this record room, the British people started with some museums and the archives. Okay children, so they started with the museums along with the archives. Okay, just to store all the records or all the documents which they have been started to maintain. Okay, see here, National Archives of India in Delhi. It has started in Delhi in the year of 1920s. Okay, the first National Archives of India has been started in the Delhi in 1920. See here, it is a record room where all the documents and letters from government and various administrators have been arranged as per dates from 18th century and are preserved in good conditions. So guys, you people understood, right, how the archive rooms work. It is a record room where they have all the records, all the documents, all the letters from one administrative organization or institutions to other organization or other administrative institutions. They will be sending the letters. So all those letters, all those memos, all the notices will be stored. So that's what they are telling. They stored all those letters in the documents of the government and whatever the various administrators has been arranged as per the dates. So they used to store all the documents or all the letters as per the dates, okay, from 18th century and are preserved in good condition. So from the 18th and the 19th century, they have preserved all the documents. Even now we can see those documents, but all those documents are in good conditions. Okay children, are you all understanding, right? So here we understood sources of writing, history. It is very much important. Okay, so first we understood that the British people believed that yes, act of writing is very much important. That is very crucial. So that's the reason what they started to do. Yes, they started to write all their policies, plans and the agreements. Okay, they started to write those things by using the calligraphist. That means the person who will be specialized in beautiful writing. So they were maintaining all those things in a beautiful writing, calligraphy. Okay, and then they have to preserve those records. Whatever the records they are maintaining, it has to be preserved. So that is the reason they started with the record rooms. So all the record rooms usually that will be attached to the all the administrative institutions. Okay children, so those records room will be attached. Those were attached with the administrative institutions. Okay.